struggle from her loving. I wish she'd get to see, but she only cares when she's got the time. And I fret so much about her loving. I wish she'd let me be, but her destiny's got us intertwined. And is it really my fault? I get a shiver when I see her with those other guys, wearing the jacket I bought. I can't help but lose my temper, and I don't know why. I get jealous, but I'm too cool to admit it. When the fellas talk to my girl, I ain't with it. I get jealous, but I'm too cool to admit it. When the fellas talk to my girl, I ain't with it.
Alright, what is going down, y'all? Today has been absolutely crazy. My timing is all off from Vegas and getting back. My intention was to get a little bit of footage for you guys this morning and update you on everything, but I just didn't get the chance to before work. Today's a pretty busy day. I had work. I had to ship out some shoes to StockX because they sold while I was in Vegas. I've been sitting on this shoe for a hot minute, probably since like June, July. They're not my size. These are some NMDs in a size 11. I've just been sitting on them, waiting to kind of get the price I want. These right here, I believe these were a Foot Locker exclusive. These are the NMD, I think they call them breads. Obviously black and red. So I picked these up. Actually, I don't even know if I picked these up. I think I might have got these in the trade. I honestly don't even remember where I got these. These finally sold on StockX, so I'm super stoked about that. So I'm about to go send these out so your boy can get some paper. Right now I'm heading over to my man Dallas' crib. He's the one that was with me in Vegas. We're gonna put together the review for the Boost EQT 9317s. I'm gonna kind of get his take on it. I'll give you guys my take on it. Feel, comfort, fit, all that stuff. I've actually been wearing the shoe all weekend so I can give you guys an accurate review on how it really feels. Does it stretch out after you wear it? All that good stuff. All the stuff you guys need to know about the shoe. Also Vegas. I didn't even really get to fill you guys in because I didn't get a vlog on Friday. And if you follow me on Snapchat or Twitter or anything like that, you probably saw. But if you don't, you should follow me there. It's at OMG It's TTF. Like, oh my God, it's Thomas the Franchise. At OMG It's TTF. That way you can keep updated. I had a ton of people hitting me up asking what the hell happened with the vlog and blah, 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 blah. Well, I lost the footage because I'm an idiot and I deleted the footage on accident like a dumbass. So I didn't have any footage to show you guys. It's all my fault. I apologize for that. I'm sorry. I fucked up. That included all the footage from Undefeated, of buying the shoe and trying it on in store, which is actually really dope. I'm kind of disappointed about that. I did still get some footage during the day. We did hit up Urban Necessities, talked to the dude Jay, super cool guy. It's almost like an interview, like it's almost interview style. If it's too much content, I don't want to cut anything out if I don't have to, but I also don't want to make the vlog run too long, so I may just upload it as like separately as an interview or something like that. I'm gonna have to see how I want to go about doing that, but it's definitely something worth checking out. Some great advice from him, kind of a rags to riches story. I didn't know a lot about his story, and it was really cool that he took the time to chop it up with us, tell us his whole story, go over how he got in the game, go over what happened before he was in sneaker game, before he owned Urban Necessities, before he started that shit. It was super cool. So that's something I definitely want to share with you guys. I just don't know when. I'll have to figure out a time when I want to drop that. The other thing people hit me up on was the Adidas Pure Boost that I tried on at Finish Line in Vegas. The camera died, the battery died. So I showed it in the last vlog, but I never really like followed up with it or touched on it, so that's my bad. Basically, I did not cop the Pure Boost. I didn't buy them because I put it on and it wasn't a must-have shoe for me. I mean, I didn't love it in store, so I wasn't gonna love it anymore if it was at my house. That's just the way I do it when I buy sneakers. I don't just buy everything. I mean, I'm not caked up like that to just buy every single shoe. So it was cool. It was not as comfortable as an Ultra Boost. It almost feels like a Yeezy V1 or an NMD. Those are pretty similar. It's still comfortable, but it's not, it's not Ultra Boost comfort or Yeezy V2 type comfort, But it was cool. It just wasn't a shoe I had to have. Maybe if I can scoop it under retail later on, I might want it. The tongue had this weird like folding tortilla type tongue. It was real weird. So that kind of, I don't know, just wasn't really for me. I'm trying to think what else I need to fill you guys in on. I don't really know, but I'm on my way to Dallas's house right now. We're gonna talk about the EQTs. And after that, I gotta go record the Misinformed podcast tonight. Our guest on the podcast is DJ T-Bone Scarpone. We usually record the podcast on Monday nights and then we upload them on Tuesday. So those are usually available on iTunes, SoundCloud, all that stuff every Tuesday. Again, it's called Misinformed is the name of the podcast. It's me and two of my homies just talking shit, chopping it up. We have guests on week to week. Just depends on what's going on that week. But
what is she thinking? Too much uncertainty. Why can't she give some sort of sign? You know, and I know a thing or two about loyalty. Ooh, but that girl don't pay no mind. So is it really my fault? I get a shiver when I see you with those other guys wearing the jacket on a boat. Oh, I can't help but lose my temper and I don't know why. I get you.
all right, as promised, we have the review and on feet of the Adidas EQT 9317s or the Adidas EQT Boost 9317, whatever you want to call them. You guys recognize my man Dallas, or at Dal Palantonio on Twitter, from all the vlogs in Vegas. You see his fire Boost collection behind me. All this side is Boost. He's got some Heat J's over here. Me and you kind of did it the same. Like, I pretty much got rid of all my other Jordans. I just have the heaters left.
Just those couple silhouettes, you know, that those ones, those threes, those four, kind of when I was coming up in the game, middle school, high school. So you got those memories, you know.
And I've talked about that on the vlog, comfort, you know, that's why everything is Boost. It's all Boost all day. Like I told you, we copped these shoes the same day in Vegas at Undefeated. I am an idiot and I'm sorry again. I deleted the footage. I was just going too fast, so I've already apologized. It is what it is.
Yeah, shout outs to the homies in Vegas, Undefeated.
They were super cool. We actually got notified of a pop-up on Twitter the night before because we were going through all day Wednesday, like, what the hell are we going to do? How are we going to get this shoe?
Well, the reason we were in this whole mess was because we found out 2 days after we got there, or a day after we got there, that the Adidas store was shut down.
Oh, yeah.
Seasonal.
I'm not sure if I mentioned that in the vlog or not, but yeah, the Adidas store, it said it was shut down for the season, which we were both confused. Like, what the fuck? Who shuts down for the season? Like, come on, Adidas, get it together. It's Vegas. But then we went by there. It was actually looked inside like it was being renovated. So I think that's just the term they were using. I don't think they really shut down every year for the season. That would be stupid. But yeah, the Adidas store was not open. They're being renovated. Keep a lookout for that. If you guys
say the same thing.
Yeah, if you guys want to get some heater shoes at retail, I guarantee when they reopen that store in Vegas, if you go out there, I mean, you can probably wait in line for like a day or two before, but you can probably get some Chinese New Year's and a bunch of shoes that have dropped that sold out instantly for retail. You know, you're gonna have to wait in line. But you know how when they open new Adidas stores, new Jordan stores, or Flight Club or whatever, they always have back stock of all kinds of heater shoes. They'll probably do that in Vegas. So just keep a lookout for that in the Adidas store reopening. Anyway, let's get into the sneaker. This is the, what does this even say on the box? I didn't even pay attention to my EQT Support 9317. So it doesn't say anything about Boost, but these joints do have Boost. There was a couple joints that dropped with Boost in this line. There was 5 different shoes that dropped. I think this one, another one. Maybe there was 3 that had Boost, 2 or 3 that had Boost. This is the only ones I was really interested. I think you too.
You know, they call it a couple different things. It's also known as the Turbo Boost as well. A couple different names, so keep an eye out.
I'm bad with names, y'all. Just so you know, if you're new to the vlog, I've probably fucked shit up already. Like, I'm just bad with names. Without further ado, this is the shoe. If you follow me on Snapchat or Instagram or Twitter, I have posted pictures of me wearing these. I have posted on feet. My whole thing was I just wanted to wear the shoe. So I have my pair on right now. I wore them all day today. I wore them yesterday. I wore them Saturday. I wanted to give you guys a full review on how they fit, sizing, feel, comfort, all that stuff. That was the biggest thing for me. I know sometimes it won't always be that way. I'll get a shoe in the mail, I'll unbox it, and then I'll show it to you. But I won't really be able to give you a full review on it or tell you how the sneaker feels until I'm able to wear it for a few days. So that's what I feel like we were able to do with this one. You wore it. We had a little bit of a problem. You went to half size up.
I went a half size up on this joint. I'll tell you, so the great thing, Undefeated is really cool, you know, about letting us try them on. You know, some boutiques, some stores you go to, especially if it's a heat shoe, right? You know, they're going to say, hey man, buy the size that you buy, and you're kind of stuck with it, right? You can't try it on. So Undefeated, shout out again. Super cool with us, letting us try it on, get a feel. Initially, when I tried it on, I went my true to size, 10.5. That's typically what I do. Sometimes with certain prime knit joints, which this is, we'll get to that. I'll even go a half size down, depending on the shoe. But with this new EQT, I felt like, you know, there's a little bit of resistance, I feel like, or a little bit of pressure where the cages are on these. And to me, I'm not really used to that, right? So it's kind of...
What do you mean, like in here?
Yeah, I felt in here, you know, there's just a little bit more pressure, like it's more form-fitting there, and then just a little looser as you go around. So when I got to the store, I was like, dude, just give me true to size.
Wait, what's your true to size?
10.5. I was like, it's a little tight though, man. I don't know if this is going to stretch out. Nobody really knows how this is going to wear.
When we walked into the store, they were only letting people in 2 at a time. He went in before me, and by the time I got in, he was in there, and he's like, dude, you definitely need to go up like a half size. What do you feel about that now?
Yeah, it felt tight, so I went ahead with the 11. I was happy about it. The next day was our last day in Vegas, so I actually wore it that whole day. Got a good feel, airport, and I'll tell you what, man, I'm regretting that. 11's too big, and it didn't take much time for this son of a gun to break in. By half day, if even that, I knew that ultimately 10.5 true to size is what I should have went.
People's feet are different, obviously. Mine, they do make a 12.5. They didn't have a 12.5 at Undefeated. So I had to go with a 13, because same thing. I put on my 12 and it did feel tight. For me, I'm not like you. I'm not regretting it. Mine actually fits a little better than what I saw yours. Your toes look like you're like you said, you're swimming in them. There's a ton of room. Mine, it actually like feels pretty normal. Like there's not a ton of room there. But a 12 probably would have been fine. Initially, when you put your foot in the shoe, it's going to feel tight. But you definitely can go true to size on it. That's my recommendation. I would go true to size. Yeah. Initially, I thought half size up, but I would say true to size. If you do go a half size up, you'll still be okay.
Now, my opinion on the shoe real quick, even though I was swimming, as I call it in the shoe, one of the most comfortable, I would put this pretty close to an Ultra Boost in terms of comfort, feel, support. I was blown away. Like I said, even swimming in a shoe, you know how uncomfortable that is, and the shoe flopping around and just not feeling good. Even with the swim, I'll tell you, I haven't really felt one as quite as supportive as this when it comes to the any of the Adidas lines aside from the Ultra Boost. I would take the comfort of this over an NMD any day, whether it's an XR1, even the R2 with extra boost, and maybe the extra boost in the back. You've got quite a bit back there. And then let's just talk about the quality for a second. We look on the inside, you know, I like the little green insert, the insole that they put in there.
That's the OG. Like when they first came out, the original EQTs, they always had the green insole.
It's the prime knit, super soft, and I would compare it more to the 3.0s than either the 1 or 2.0 on the Ultra Boosts.
Yeah, I feel like it's a mixture, and maybe it's just the pattern.
Could be.
But it's not as stretchy as the 3.0, but it's way more stretchier than a 2 or a 1.0.
No,
so it's almost like in my opinion, a 3.0 prime knit meets an XR1. Like type of prime knit.
For sure.
It's not as stretchy as the 3.0.
This is the XR1 that he just mentioned. But if you look at that, I would say it's probably closer to the XR1 prime knit. And then if you look at the side right here, we're looking at a nice suede. Inside here, where the back of the Achilles is, you have a real nice soft suede in there too.
That's what I was blown away about when I put them on.
Real nice design shoe.
Yep.
You know,
a lot of quality. It's definitely like a premium shoe. For 180, there's a lot of premium features on it. One thing that I was a little bit surprised about is in person, this pink, in the pictures, I thought it was going to be like more of a hot pink, a bright pink, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Like I saw some photos where it looked bright pink, and it must have been the filter they put on the shoe or whatever. It's definitely in person more of a Pepto-Bismol type pink. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It almost kind of looks like the 3.0 cages, right? Almost not translucent, but just a very light.
Yeah, you can definitely, it is a little bit translucent. You can see like in the back, I don't know how it's going to pick up, but... Right. It's definitely, and even look at the camera. It's picking it up darker than it actually is in person.
I do see that. Huh.
It looks like more of a hot pink right there, or a bright pink, but it's really not. It's
lighter pink for sure. What do you think about the tongue? The tongue's kind of weird for me.
Okay, so you'll see in the on feet in a minute. Yeah. This is how he laces his. He has them laced up like this. He just has them kind of traditional tied.
Well, I have to, or they'll fall off.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. On mine, I laced them up like this. And I'm still able, we talked about this, because I was like, damn, if I want to size up, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this.
Right.
I did try it like this, and they still fit perfectly. They're not falling off me.
That looks easy.
And I love how they put the holes for the laces. So I kind of went back and forth through a couple times. That way they're kind of just hanging there. I don't really like to tie my Ultra Boosts or my NMDs. The only Ultra Boost I ever tie up is the uncaged, because the laces are just way too long and you have to. The tongue, kind of... I don't even know, what do they call it, you said?
If you go to Adidas' website, they refer to some of the EQT tongues as burrito tongue.
They got the burrito tongue inside this thing. It's weird because it just folds up on one side. It kind of annoys me a little bit. Like, I don't really understand the purpose of it. I don't know. The shoe is super comfortable, so maybe it does add to the comfort. I'm not sure if that's what adds to the comfort. To me, it's almost a pain in the ass because when you put the shoe on, you have to make sure this is not folded over or tucked over. Do you notice that when you put them on, or yours are so big that they're they're easy to put on? You know, it kind of just folds over. Yeah, like folds over and it's overlapping on top of your foot. Some of the other details you'll notice on the shoe, you see the 3 stripes carved into the boost. That's really dope to me. Mm-hmm. Big fan of that. And it's on both sides. So it's on that side and it's on the inside there.
No continental sole. The sole actually with the heel and the toe, it resembles what the R2 does.
They don't come with extra laces. They don't come with anything like that. Just your standard black laces. You have the striping on the inside. This is one of my favorite parts of the shoe. I think that just sets the shoe off. That's all stitched in there. White stitching, EQT support on the inside. That is not stitched. That's kind of stamped on there. Mm-hmm. But this is stitched into the prime knit.
I like it, man. Just a really, really solid shoe, and I gotta tell you again, to go back to that comfort. If you can snag a pair, man, snag a pair. I believe most sites are out of stock, obviously, right now. I don't know what restocks look like. If you go to StockX, I mean, right now, I think even resale's not terribly high.
What is it on them?
If retail's 180, you're looking at peak 250, 260.
Well worth it.
So I would pay that for this shoe if I had to. Again, if you can get it for retail all day. Look for those restocks, but I don't think there's going to be a lot. Yeah, like they've done with the triple whites. You know,
no, yeah,
MDs,
it's not going to be a
Ultra
shoe
Boost.
that restocks every other day, like some of those Ultra Boosts. But resale's not crazy on it. I think that's about it on this shoe. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
You have anything more to say on this?
Jealous, but I'm too cool to admit it. When the fellas talk to my girl, I ain't with it. I get jealous, but I'm too cool to admit it. When the fellas talk to my girl, I ain't with it. I get jealous. I ain't with it. 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 I ain't with it.
Damn, y'all, the struggle has been real since I got back. I just realized I forgot my camera battery. Forgot my batteries, dude. How you gonna do a vlog with no batteries?
Are you trying to vlog tonight?
I gotta go do the podcast.
Oh, that's right.
I was at Dallas shooting a review for those sneakers, and then I realized I don't have battery. Dude, the struggle is just real. Ever since I got back from Vegas, like my brain is a puddle of mud, dude. It's mush. You have a disease or something, bro. Something's weird, man. All right, I'll see you.
All right.
No.
Should I do an upgrade?
Is this something we have to do now?
We put 110.
This is why you never come back to work when you leave.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We're
What
good.
happened?
We're good. It's
What
just
happened?
it kicked him out. Wow.
Later, man. I was just playing about not going back to work. These fools love me. I always get the situations handled. Elevators again. Feels like I'm back in Vegas. Anyways, we here, man. We about to record the Misinformed podcast.
What's going on?
What up?
You recording?
I'm always recording. I'm fucking sick of the vlogger.
I just got done telling this fool, I was like,
Shit,
fuck, I think I'm about to do a vlog like Zach. I was like, I bet you this fool finally just got frustrated and was like, you know what, I'm fucking recording my whole life. You know, these like these Snapchats are not enough. The fucking, and I'm like at that point right now, like, you know.
These Snapchats are not enough.
Yeah, okay.
But that's gotta have something you do, like a niche. So that's why the majority of people will see you initially,
Right.
and then they'll either like you or not like you based off your personality.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how the best way to do business is to actually spend money and to keep spending money?
Chicken chalupa supreme.
That was close.
Don't they have like a fucking taco that now that's like made out of chicken or some shit like that?
Like the wrap? Oh, that's
I killed him! I killed him!
That might be the dumbest shit you ever said. But what does that even? Did he smoke before?
No.
Oh shit.
You had to have smoked before. Don't they have like a
was-
taco that's made out of chicken or something?
I was immediately embarrassed. when you
Introducing
talked.
the new Chicken Crunch Supreme. They do a KFC thing where it was like 2 pieces of chicken for the bun. There's a
The outside
burger.
was-
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think it was burger. It was called the
Was that at KFC?
yeah. What the
Yeah.
fuck was that called, dude? It was the
Like chicken, cheese, and bacon, and then the buns were like
2 pieces of chicken.
Yeah.
Pieces of
I've had that a couple times. The double down, fool. The double down sandwich. Dog, the double down sandwich.
I used to like the mashed potato bowl. That shit is fire.
When I got my wisdom teeth pulled, it had the mashed potato bowl. Every single, the corn would always get stuck in the little fucking holes.
Your walls are your.
So I'd have to use that syringe to blast it all out. What?
When I got my wisdom teeth out, my teeth were so bad they went ahead and took 4 more. And I lost 8 teeth in one day. And fucking Doug,
Damn.
you don't even understand how like. I think he's just off that soda, Phil.
And I'm off that soda. Ready for the Nova.
They got this